I just noticed I was muted. Hello. Hi, L. Congrats on being first. I was saying that my leaderboard is broken, so I'll have to fix that. How are you doing, L? The stream was oddly quiet. Yeah. Well, I'm here. And music should be working. Yes. Music is working. Just double checking my volume. Everything looks good. Okay. Just finished up your first week of class. Oh, how was it? How did it go? Did you find any uh incredible students? Or something? Yeah, let me know how that went. Was good, you think? I think that's good. Most of your students haven't taken trig, so how to dedicate a day to that. Oh wow. I'm curious about what level or like at what level you're teaching that they haven't taken trigonometry. Now we wait for Unity to load. Also, my avatar is a bit low. Let me move it up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Well, on the screen you can see what is the next assets I'm working on. There will be a tool to capture quickly reference for any avatar, maybe any object, I don't know, in Unity directly. It's a request from Nagia, so I'll see what I can do. Nagia started trying to vibe code using AI, but it had some bugs and stuff like that. And the more features is built and the more the less effective AI is at working on it. So I was like, maybe I could just build something without having AI generated. It'll be better and more usable. A reference. So you know how a lot of avatars will have a reference sheet, right? From the front, from the side, from the back, or maybe the top, stuff like that. And sometimes, well, you might want to like generate that quickly. So Nagia is looking for a tool so that if you have the avatar in Unity, you can click some button that will generate pictures for the reference. So that's the goal. I'll have to review the criterias, like the specifications or requirements of what she wants exactly. But it is a goal. The Unity loaded. Let me pull up what she said. Model reference. Okay, so one picture for each thing. Unity is still loading. I guess I should put an avatar in there. Otherwise it won't work. Let me do that. Then go grab one of my avatars. This one should be good. Let's add it to the project. Hopefully it just works. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's see. Loading. Well, import had some issues. I don't see the import settings. I don't want to open that. I want to see the import settings. There we go. Missing some materials. The glass. Everything else is here. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks correct. 0, 0, 0. Let's turn into a URC avatar. Just so it has the minimal scripts. I don't need to fully set it up. Just a reference. Okay. So next, let's create a folder. Qt avatar reference ref capture. How do I call it? Ref capture. Then it's gonna be editor scripts. It's gonna be code mostly. I think I need to be in an editor folder. I'm just gonna do a check, yeah. And then just make a script. Okay, so let's see. So we can start by having the script be an editor script. So let me open that in Visual Studio. And let's build this from scratch, I guess. So instead of udon behavior, or not udon, mono behavior, I'll change that into a editor window. It's gonna need some new reference. And then we can start by having, we don't need start and update, and instead we'll need something to render on the inspector. And maybe we can start with a button. I like that autocomplete kind of knows what I'm looking for. This function doesn't exist though. That's okay, we can make it. Okay, so that should add a button. We'll need some reference. We need the avatar. So probably something like I don't know if I don't remember fully. Oh, not in here. Not here. I don't remember if editor scripts is okay with private and zeros field, but we'll see. Let's call it target. We can start with that and see if that works. We can debug log here. Woo. Alright, let's see if the woo function will work. I guess I will need to make it show up somewhere, because otherwise it won't show up, right? Let me think. Because that's the editor. I don't remember how I did it. Let's go take a look at my older projects. That's the best way of doing it. Let's go to GitHub because I had a older project which was a skybox capture tool. How did I do that? Yeah, I can put it here. So you can look with me. So this is an older tool I made 2 years ago where you place a camera somewhere and then you can capture it. So the setup, open the scene, place a camera, open, it's under tools. Okay, so how did I do that? Skybox or cube map. Scriptable wizard. And I put a menu item. Okay. What about the other one? Cube map to texture. Scriptable wizard. So I used a scriptable wizard in the past, not the editor. Hi, Scale. How you doing? Editor. Let me search up quickly what's the difference between the what this is about. Editor wizard. Open using an item. Okay, I mean that sounds like what I want to do. So let's modify this into a scriptable wizard. We got a wizard. So maybe let's see. So with the scriptable wizard, let's go back with my old reference. I didn't use the GUI, the draw wizard GUI. So I'll use this instead. It's a protected override bool. Protected override bool. I just want to copy it. Stop. Good, minus the fractured pinky and woke up in painful hip. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you heal quickly. Oh, it needs a return. I don't know what it needs. What did I do? Return true. Okay. So I had a label. Well, I guess I'll go to Skybox. What did I do in here? Don't forget this. So I got a menu item, the draw wizard, label, and a field. So these were public objects. We going for this paint stuff? Oh no. How did that happen, if I may ask? 34 and 16 days. Still pretty young. Okay. I can put this here. Qt tools? Should I call it Qt tools or put it under Qt under tools? And then call this capture avatar references. I think I can use spaces here. And then let's add one more thing. So the object, so the target, and editor GUI, layout, type of I can choose, so it gets to game object. Oh, we can put a name, a label. Interesting. Yeah, let's take a look. So under, should be under Qt. I don't see Qt in here. What am I missing? Scriptable wizard, yes. Public class, yes. Oh, the menu item, maybe it needs to be public static. Okay. Public static. Let's see. Any plans, Liska, for your birthday? Ah, QT shows up. Oh, capture avatar. Maybe I don't need the tool submenu. I don't know. QT tools. Unless I put it under tools, which is also good. Actually, I'll do that. I'll put it under the tools. And then have a subcategory for me. I like this better. Pinky was from a runaway student who twisted my hand while falling. Hip woke up in work position. Oh, ouch. Aha, I have my own category under tools. And then this does whoo, which is basically nothing. Okay, but this works. Then oh yeah, let's open it. Oh, it doesn't open. Okay, so that, let's see, draw wizard. I guess I should look into how to open the wizard. Display wizard. There we go. Or something like this. Instead of use a debug. So display, this one, and title and button name. So capture avatar preferences and capture. Yeah, let's go. I hope you heal pretty quickly. Aha, now we got a window. We can attach a thing, like an avatar, and click this button that does nothing. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, the button opens itself. Oops. Okay, now remove this button. We have one capture button. Considering your day, it is restaurant or full. Not available. Parents are away on conference in the state. Probably male grandparents, siblings. Sounds like a simpler. Oh, no. How many did I open? Okay. And capture that does nothing. Not been implemented. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a comfy temple right there, which is a good thing. On Wizard Crate. So this is the callback for when I click the button. Okay. I guess. How do I do the check? Well, if target is null, error, the target is invalid. Okay, so these are the main functions. Let me move this up. This is the menu stuff. Generate captures. So on create, if everything is good, call generate captures. Probably wanted to return a result, a boolean, if it's successful or not. And then I could do something like if this thing fails, if it's good, we can say something like success, capture complete. If not, capture not complete. So for now, this is a very simple thing that doesn't do much. I'll just say, oh, success or not success. And it can only be successful. I guess if I do this here, no target. That's good. Now let's try again. Capture. Complete. I kinda don't like that it disappears though. Thinking. Any way to, okay. So this was called a scriptable wizard. On create. Okay, so this one closes all the time. There's also an other button. I guess I can use the create button as the close. And then I could use this as the actual generate. That way it doesn't close it. Yeah. Other button. On wizard other button. And then how do I set that up? Oh, on display wizard. Okay. So let's do that. Private. Okay, move all of this over. And then here, so capture is the second button, and this one is close. So this way, it doesn't close when I click. Tools, capture, yeah. If I put something, capture complete, and close. Okay, I like that more. Now I can test it more quickly without reopening every time. So I've got this. Let me save the scene so I don't have to reset that up. Call it main. I put it under scene here. Okay, now let's see. Target avatar. Nice. Let's see what else. So let's start by doing the captures, the basic capture around the avatar. Okay, so the capture, how is this done? I'm looking at the reference that Nagia started to understand what is the general logic, and then I'll see how I can write that. Can also use my own thing as a reference. But I think my own one just grab the camera. Yeah. And call to render to cube map, which is very simple. What about the other one? Cube map to texture. Display dialog, destroy the texture, write to file. Okay, so it uses a texture encode. So the goal is to get textures. Probably we'll set up a camera that will move around and capture. So probably start by creating a camera. Yeah, let's start with that. So on FM 1. Yeah. Empty on purpose. Okay, so generating captures. We start by creating a camera. Camera. New game object. This QD avatar ref capture camera. And then add a camera. Yeah, that works. And then I believe camera orthographic. True is what Nagia wanted. And then the clip planes. That should be good for now. So we got a camera. Oh. Getting challenged by a trainer called Daz with a Twitch chat of level 4. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid, Daz. Hi, Waz. Daz just called me a nerd. I am indeed and proud to be one. Did not say that? Oh, well, that's fine as well. How are you doing? How was stream? What did you do? Let me give you a shout out. How was stream? Welcome everyone. Did that work? Did that not work? Oh, I forgot. It's been too long since I streamed. There we go. Playing, let's see. Games and demos. Some retro fighters, some game demos. How goes the code? Nice, nice. My code's it's starting. Just started. Didn't get too far into it. My mistake. Just a guy doing nerd stuff. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, to anyone who doesn't know me, I'm DBQT, time traveler, Unity wizard, VR enthusiast, and many more things. I forgot my title. VCAT Global Assist is the newest title I got. Today, I'm building a new tool for Unity. The goal is to build a tool that can capture and generate reference textures for an avatar in Unity directly. It's an ask from Nagia. She's been looking for that tool, did not find anything on the market, so I'm building for it. Wizard, yes. Hi Major, you're Unity wizard, that's unreal. I see what you did. I see what you did. Why is my hand not reacting? Let me fix that. I see what you did. Oh, not connecting. Why is my glove not connected? Turn on. My right hand has been disconnecting. Because I'm wearing a glove, so it's supposed to have finger tracking like this hand. Oh yeah, it's not connecting. But let me unplug it and plug it. Classic IT, fixing things, right? Left hand is fine. Oh, I think it's connecting now. I just have to set it up. And there we go. Neat, that's cool. Yeah, I know you also build a lot of tools, Daz. But yeah, something I do. I usually build around Unity. That's where my expertise is. Phoebe's a nerd, but even though it's blue cutie slime, so also not a nerd. The food. You mean this guy? You can feed this guy with cookies. Yeah, how are the demos? Any highlights? Like any game that you were impressed? Or yeah, any interesting games that you found? Okay, so here I set up the camera, and then I think I'm gonna start capturing. So I need a list of the different angles. We can start with the basic one. So let's see, let me think. How do I capture this? Beetle ball was fun. Rocket League, but with beetles and dung balls. I like that setup. Oh, you were off at it, but it has potential. Nice. Is that something that was on Steam or some other platform? Maybe itch.io or something similar? Okay, so I think the basic is to have the camera positioned or let's say what is that? What is that? Autocomplete. It's super random number. Let's start with, I don't know, something like move it back a meter or so. On Steam just came out. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Okay, here, camera position. Okay, so I moved the camera back. Right, I'm trying to imagine how the camera would work. Like the camera moves back. Well, this right now it's moving up, not back. Because back would be the other axis. Okay, so it's moving back in the z-axis, and then rotate around it. Yeah. And I think what I can do is make it look at something. Look at, and we do have a target. Dot trend. What is a target? Oh, it's an object. Let me. Yeah, I need to have it as an object type for the tool to work, but I actually want to use it as a game object. So I'm gonna cache it into a game object. Target game object. So on click here in generate capture, the first thing I do is convert the target into a game object and then use that. And I think I need to grab the transform for it. There we go. And then what? It's looking at the object, and then I need to capture. Capturing would mean I need a texture. So I'm gonna have a. Is Visual Studio listening to me? How does it know what I was going to type? Hey, Sergeant Car, hello. Like, how? I was saying, oh, I need a texture, and it just knows exactly what I need. Oh, how goes it? It's going well. I'm just mind blown by autocomplete here for a little bit. It just guessed exactly what I was going to do after one letter. Incredible. Okay, so I got a texture. I need to set up the camera to use texture. Well, that's a render texture, and then I need to tell it what kind of texture. So that's gonna be a texture in 2D. Can I just like hit tab? Does it know what I need to do? Yes, it needs a render. And then what else? Make it active. Yes, that sounds correct. Read pixels. I think it just knows what I need to do. I don't even need to think. I don't even need to tell it what I'm doing. I can just keep pressing tab. Oh, that's it? Okay. Let's review what it did. Tap, 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 tap. Exactly. So, create a render texture, assign it to the camera, create a 2D texture, have the camera render. I guess this can be in different order. And then have the texture 2D, read the pixels, because it's the active texture now. So I think this one I can also swap it here. And then apply it and then write it into a folder, which is probably not this, but we can start with this. Refresh. I don't need to refresh anything, right? And then I need to clean up. Well, so to clean up here, I would need to clear the render texture on the camera. So after all this, oh, I'm destroying it. Do I need to clean if I'm destroying it? No, the garbage collector will do it. Okay, let's compare with what I did in the past for another project and see if that's similar. Okay, so it's texture, set pixels, apply, write to file, bytes, file name. Okay, so write all bytes. Bytes encode to PNG. I'm missing the encode to PNG from the texture. So after set pixels and apply, I can encode to PNG. Oh, it is here. Okay, it's already there. Yep. Autocomplete is doing a lot. Did you know that this version is no longer supported? Yeah, it's at the top of the screen. Do I care? Not really. Because at the same time, right, like, sure, this is Visual Studio 2022. VRChat is still using Unity 2022. So using Unity 2022, it makes sense to keep using Visual Studio 2022, right? If I start upgrading part of the system, it's gonna break. And don't upgrade until it's broken. Unless there's like a big, vulnerability that is found or something. But as far as I know, it's just not supported. No more updates. Let's test it. Right, so let's put this in here and click capture. Capture complete. Now let's see if something was generated. Nothing looked generated. Let's see if it generated in a different folder. Somewhere. Resync texture. Maybe not. Am I calling this code? I don't even know. Okay, so let's see. It would be application data path. Where is this? Where would it save? Because I feel like everything else will be good. I just need to know where it's saved. Capture. Unity projects, URC avatar, qt/assets/qt. Okay. Oh, it is here. Hey, it worked. A lot of errors here. That's a little bit. We can let's hide them. No errors. So I got a PNG here. That worked. Why is it doing this? What is it spamming? Import code as modified. Modification. Well, modification. Oh, it's stuck in a loop of modification. Okay, that's fine. So I'm not gonna write it here. So I don't think it should be in data path. Data path. I think it should be somewhere that the user picks. And I did solve that in the past, so I'm gonna do that. So how did I do that in the past? Save path. So in the past I had a string that was assets slash something, and then text field. Okay. If it exists, do it, otherwise create. Okay, I like what I did in the past. It's a good setup. Public. I'm just gonna copy that. Reuse the work that past me did 2 years ago. Save path. If it's no, don't do it. Basically. If this thing is no, show this error. The path is invalid. And then I can create the file, generate capture. I guess I can do it here. Directory. Okay. Oh, and save file name. Oh, I combined it the path. Okay. Don't need this debug anymore. Cube map name. Okay, so I guess I can have a name somewhere. For now, we can do this. For now, that's fine. And then file name. Don't need this. And clean up. And then, oh, I did something after that. A refresh at the end. And complete. Okay. Let's see how that looks like. Save path asset slash something. Okay. I could say a capture. Alright. Let's try that. Aha! It's a new capture. And it doesn't spam the editor. That's good. And we have this here, but it's super far away, so we'll need to fix that. But before fixing that, actually, I want to do all the directions. Or at least all the directions that I think I need. So I guess that should be a setting. What's the best way to show that setting? A bunch of checkboxes? Yeah, I think a bunch of checkboxes should be good. Okay. Actually, I want to verify something. Do I need these to be public? Or can I make it private. But it still work. Clear this. Delete this. Capture. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. So this is good. That means I don't really need these to be public. I can just keep them private. No reason to be public. Functions. I need to clean up this, I guess. Set up camera. Got a camera, can go here. Render active. Okay, so this is the camera setup. Let's have it return the camera. And simplify this. Render texture. Oh, not a game object, a camera. There we go. So this creates a camera, and then this will be a capture. Okay. And then for here, I'll name texture 2D. This is fine for now. Okay, let's get all the different directions. Swap these. Bool. Okay, so maybe like the front. Yes, all the directions. And then I need to set up for each of them. So safe path, target, front equal editor, free layout, toggle front. Does it know everything else? Yes. Autocompletes really make this a lot easier, huh? Let's add some nice labels. It doesn't know what I want to do here. Export settings. Maybe not a label, maybe more like a header. Is there a header thing? Header. Prefix. Text field. Oh, I guess a label field kind of works. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah. Okay. I can make it prettier later. But for now, functionality. That's all we need. Okay. So I think for each direction, I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Nah, it's fine. Keep it simple for now. Okay, so here, instead of having this one, so the position, and then I can rotate it around the axis. Or do I just move it? Yeah, I think I just move it in the different directions. So I want to make this into a loop. That means I want to pre-set up directions. I can make it into a list of vector 3. Capture directions, yeah. And then go pre-initialize it. Actually, I think I can make this better. I'm thinking. So I have a list. That means I can have another list of just balls. Direction toggles. And then I can even preset it to 6 directions. Will this work? I don't know. Let's try it. Doesn't seem to complain. Okay. That means for this one, I can preset the value. Forward, back, left, right, up, and down. And with this, maybe I can just loop through it. Yeah. Or is it gonna try to generate everything for me? Let's see. Of each direction, if the direction toggle is on, you know, that looks good. That looks good. And I just need to remove these. Destroy at the end, refresh at the end. Writing, yeah, I don't need any of this anymore. And creating the safe path would be before the loop. I don't need to create it 6 times, just once. Captured avatar with a direction, which will be a number. Okay. You know, let's try it. Who knows? Maybe it just works. Pushing more clips. What was that? Something's not happy. Here? Is it the labels? Is it this? I could initialize this. Maybe. Do I need to initialize? No, it is already initialized. All being false by default. No. It is initialized. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe I can just do something like this. I just need 6 of them. Is that what it's complaining about? Argument index out of range. Plus. Index. The list. Line 37. This. Okay. So this doesn't exist. Oh, it's missing one. What about now? Oh, so complaining. Index was that our range must be non-negative and less than the size of a collection index. Get item. Line 37. And then everything else explodes. Let's see. Maybe he doesn't like that it's a list. Maybe I should make it into a bowl, an array of bowls. And same thing for here. Vector 3 bowl. Not vector 3 bowl. Vector 3 array. Instead of a list. New. Okay, let's try this. Bool does not contain definition for count. Instead of, oh, here. It's a length now. No, still happening. Index was outside of bound. What am I missing? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do just one. See. If that's the issue. I think it is. But let's see. Yeah. I guess that's debug it. Direction toggles length. Okay, length is 0. So there's nothing inside of this. I guess this is on draw. So this is like an update loop. There should be an initializing. Let's check the documentation. Scriptable wizard. Create wizard. On wizard update, draw, create property, begin, discard, and awake. You can use awake. I guess this doesn't work for some reason. That's fine. I'll initialize it in the awake. And same thing for this actually. Where's awake? Oh, here. Okay, so this should set it up. And then it won't be empty, right? Right? No. Still 0. Why? Game over? Nah, it's not game over yet. Okay, let's see. On debug here. Let's call it awake. And then length here I can say let's try it here. Actually, I don't need this. The awake should happen before. Clear. Oh, okay. Okay, I have a better idea. Instead of doing an awake, I'll just have it preset up. So, full initialize wizard. And then also a check is ready. And I'll just return if is null. If it's not null, and length is not 0. And then here on render, if it's not ready, initialize. But this, it should be good now. There we go. I don't know why that was so complicated. But I think what happened is the awake only gets called when it's first open. Like the window gets open because it was already open and it's not being initialized correctly. So I think this is the better option anyway. Initialize it if it's not ready in any case. I'll rename this. Is wizard ready? And now I can have this. Yeah, now I have all of these. And let's say front and back. Capture. It works. It's very small, but you can see that this is the front and this one is the back. So this works. If I only do this, capture. Oh, I need to delete these. Capture. Yeah, that works. Okay, nice. What are these textures going to be for? It depends. It's really tough to generate those textures. So the original ask is Nagia wanted a tool to easily capture reference textures or reference pictures of her avatar quickly instead of having to manually move the camera and take 6 screenshots, right? So set this up, click capture, generate 6 PNGs, and it's done. That's the goal. So I don't need the log here anymore. This is good. Safe path. File name. I want to add a file name thing. String file name. Sure, I can have it captured avatar by default. File name, and I want to use that when generating. And I also want to use time, because if we capture a lot of them, the time will be awkward. Oh, it's gonna overwrite. Is that something I handled in the past, actually? Cube map name face. Maybe not. I guess that's fine then. Not like someone will capture a lot of reference non-stop, and the latest one would replace. I think that's okay. Let's test. With some different name, capture, and it's just called file name. So I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, file name. Oops. File name. Unassigned local variable. Oh, it's already here. Full path is what I want here. Okay, that works. I don't like the way the directions are written, so I'm gonna change that. So to capture direction, y'all have names here. I almost want to do like a struct to store all of this. Yeah. Kind of want to do that. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's call it direction or capture direction. And we'll have a full enabled a direction and a name. And here, the initialization, I'll just capture directions. It's just gonna be an array of this thing. And then What was the name of the struct? Capture direction. And then I'll just build them here. False by default. There we go. Thank you to complete. Made that really easy. Only using a variable of field initializer. Oh. Is that? Cannot initialize type with collection initializer. Because it does not implement. Why is it so complicated? It's an array. Well, I guess here I can go back to a list, but here I can say it's a new list of listing. Oops. And then, oh, okay. Enabled. Oh, I didn't make it public. I thought structs were public by default. Maybe that's in C#, C++. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Don't need the toggles anymore. I like this a lot more. Okay, now we can fix these. Not convert string to bool. Convert from capture direction. Oh. Enable. Maybe. This. Cannot modify the return value, not a variable. Okay. What is this complaining about? Does it prefer an array? It does, okay. Sure. Oh, keep arrays. Okay. So this is back, simplified. I don't need the direction toggles anymore. Now this needs to change. Dot enabled. Dot direction. And then look at okay. Now everything is now one collection. of a new struct. Front and top. Let's test. Call it test. Capture. Okay, so I got the top. But not, oh, I'm not writing the direction name yet. Here. Dot name. It was overriding itself. But now if I do this, it get maybe front and top. Capture. Test front, test top. Oh, this is back instead of front. What about the top? Looks like from the bottom. Is it inverted? Is it because of the minus that AI added here? Wait, actually, why is there times 1? You just need the direction. Okay, let's test again. Front and right. Front, right. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, nice. So I got this. I guess the next thing is figuring out the cropping, because right now it's capturing from very far away, right? Like if I do just the front, it's capturing from super far away. So I do want to have it zoomed in. So let's see. Okay, I do this. I guess I can calculate the rendering bounds. Let's see, let me look at the reference. Render, capture. Okay, so there's some logic to create a boundary. And then what is done with that? Capture. Calculate bounds. Perform angle capture. Bounds. I guess something I can do is test with this camera, see what I see from it. So here, orthographic, right? Where is the transform hidden? Hello? Okay. So it will be like +1 looking backwards, so 180. And then what is the clipping is not what I need. What value can I change here? The distance? No. Stereo, no. Size? I guess it is a size. You can also move it up and down. Okay, so position, I need to play with a position to find the center. And then what else? I guess it is a size. Just need to calculate the size somehow. Viewport. Resolution, okay. That means I need to do some math to calculate the size. Okay, first let's calculate the center. That should be easier. Let's go back to the code. Set up camera. Bounds. Set up bounds. Browns. Okay. So how could I start that? For this one, I'm gonna look at the reference that Nagia worked on, because I'm not good enough with math to do it in my head. So what is she doing? Looking through every renderer, and then for each renderer, take the bounds and encapsulate it. Okay. That makes sense. That's exactly what the tab gave me. So get all the renderers. Okay, let's start with that. So this would give us a bound. So I think I can do that right before setting up camera. I got the bounds. And then what's the math here? Camera. Or the size, I guess. Oh, for the direction, I'm using this. So this is the position, basically. So how am I doing this? Position equal to direction. I guess I can start at the center of the bound. Yeah, let's set this up here. Oh, alright, type that. And let's use the bounds as center. And then move in that direction. So that should be in the correct place. Okay, let's test. Front, right, and top. It looks odd. It's like the camera is at a weird angle. Why? Oh, it's looking at the bottom of the game object. I wanted to look at the center. Let's try again. There we go. Okay. I guess a good test would be to move the avatar and capture again. Yeah, so good. Okay, so the center math works. Next is the size of the camera. So center, such symmetry. Much wow. Oh. Maybe this will work. Let's see. I feel like this is set up only once. It's always the same numbers. I'm gonna do it in the camera setup. But for that, it needs the bounds. And I need to pass it. So that means I need to do this first. Let's see if this works. If it works. Autocomplete is doing great work. Incredible. Oh, I didn't regenerate this one. Okay, so if I just delete everything, right? And just regenerate everything. Wow, it's magic. And then if I like, I don't know, move this and make it bigger or something. And capture. So correct. Did you have it auto zoom to full image? Basically that's the idea. It's not, doesn't look perfect though. I'm wondering what is wrong in the math here. Not that I did the math, but yeah. So the way it calculates is using the bound extend something. I'm not gonna pretend I understand the math here. I didn't really think about it. Okay, so let's see. The orthographic size is the biggest number of all the extents. Okay. The biggest number. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. You want to make, like, if you get the biggest one, then it's gonna be big enough to cover everything. Front view is a bit low. Yeah, because I'm guessing this, like the X bound. Can I see the bounds actually? Selection wire bounds. Body. Oh, the bound looks weird. Why? Yeah, the extent here will be 90. So the highest extent is from here to here. That's why it's a bit weird. Yeah, the bounding box is not 0. It's not even rotated correctly here. I can edit that actually. So if I do this, right, I'm guessing the picture will be centered here. Yeah. So that's what's happening. So it's because the bounds on this avatar is weird. It's not the fault of the code. The bounding box usually is defined by the mesh, but this is a weird mesh because I combined a bunch of mesh into this avatar. So it's, yeah. So as an experiment, I can do something like, also why is it like a weird angle? There's not even a rotation here. There's like a 90. No. There's something weird with the mesh, so the default bound is wrong. Although I can rotate it, I think. No. But let's try capturing this. Yeah, so capture this little box here. Although it's probably okay. I'm gonna reset that. I don't know why. I want to keep this over here. Okay. Is there like an import setting that I did wrong? Maybe. Model. Keep quad wall vertice. I don't see anything. Deform, rig, animation. I'm not seeing anything suspect here. I can extend it. I don't think there's a rotate tool. Next time, see in VRC, I'll be leaning aside. Maybe. Is there like weird rotation applied to stuff? I mean, there's like a weird 90-degree here. Not sure what's that about. Oh, right. I remember. The axis conversion between Unity and Blender is kind of weird. Let's see. How does that look now? Still the same. Okay, never mind. That was not it. I'm gonna revert that just so I can isolate the issue. 20 degrees weird. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, time to search on Google. Why Unity bounding render box filter? The mesh local orientation does not match the scene, or improperly calculate the bounds. Sounds like a Blender issue. Bounding box out of sync. Flop to the ground. The root bone was wrong. So the root bone is wrong, apparently. I mean, it could be. The root bone is down here, and it has a rotation on it. Bounding box is in the root bone coordinate system. Sounds like. Maybe I should import like a more normal, like a simple avatar that doesn't have that issue. That maybe doesn't have that issue. And see if that's helpful. Let's see. Marker tools. Scoliosis? Maybe. see doctor. Is there a doctor that is specialized in Unity? Face teleporter. Okay. Let's import a simple avatar from VOD, and maybe that won't have that issue. Just scan the root bone for your problems. We get to the root of the problems pretty quickly then. Let's turn this off. Put this avatar in. Uh-oh. Oh, the materials are broken. Let's put some low tune, I guess. With cutout. Okay, that works. How's the bounding box on this one? It looks normal. And a face. Okay. Bottoms. Yep. Okay. Let's try with this one. Capture. And then... Okay. It's super... It's going all the way to the edge. That's interesting. Let's try scaling this up. Oops. And try again. Still edge to edge. Let's try moving the avatar. Okay, so when I move the avatar, it makes it weird. Does it work for thick avatars? Yeah, I imagine it should be. Give me, I guess. Let's move it back. So the position not being centered doesn't work. I need to fix that. But it does work for thick avatars. Okay, so I think I know, because the bounding box is based on the 000 of the world, the origin of the world. So that means when I do the position, I need the bound center. Is there like a center in... let me do some quick search for bounds. It doesn't say, huh? Is it in world position or is it in local position? I'm gonna assume it's in local position. So I'm going to offset it by the original position. Why is it loading so many fakes? Okay. Delete these. Excuse me. Delete these and let's add just a few. Okay, so right now it's so good. Now let's move the avatar and capture. Not quite. Not quite. I guess one way to know is if I only generate one. Oh, the music is getting loud. Let me reduce that. Capture just one, but also debug. Log the value of the bounds. Something like that. Bounds. Center. bound center and extend. Sure, that'll be helpful. Just so I can see what kind of numbers we get. Alright, Lister. Thank you for the stretch. I'll do that. Quick stretch of the arms. My avatar is not happy about this pose. Thank you. How are you doing, Alistair? That look painful for the avatar, but not for me. Okay, let's move this back to the center. And let's calculate the bound. So the bound is 018 and minus 02. Working on avatar asset. A tool. This will be more a editor tool. Let me show you a little bit what it does. So basically, you have this window. You can generate avatar references from different directions. And then click capture, and then it will generate screenshots of the directions that you pick. That's the tool I'm building here. And add more settings, like maybe you can have a pose or some stuff like that. And edit the camera as well, and the skybox, things like that. So that's the tool I'm building. So let's see. So they all have always the same center. Now if I move the avatar, is the center still same? No, the center is updated to this number. Let's see if that's correct. Let's add a low cube at 156 minus 1.56, 1.58 minus 0.02, and make it tiny. Okay, so it is not accurate. And the position further. So what is the bound looking like? Well, it's close, but not exactly. 1.56 and 1.58. Let's move the avatar elsewhere here and try again. Yeah, so it's now 1 and 1.8, 0.2. What coordinate system is it using? 3. Okay. And over here, is it gonna be in a negative? Yes. But by a weird factor that I don't really understand. Okay, time to do some math. So at 0, let's just move in one axis. At 0, it's... Let me clear this. Try again. At 0, if I go to 1, it's 0.85. Okay. If I go to 2, is it double? No, it's not. 1.35 if it's 10. 5.35. What is happening here? Also, the extent is changing. So now the rectangle is super large. It's not exactly of 2, of half. Because I've been using round numbers. So 0, 1, 2, and 10. Alright, 0 is still 0, 1, 2, and 10. It's close to half, but not quite. Also, it's the same number in extent. Is it wrong? So, extent and center. Why is the extent and center the same numbers in some axis? Difference is half the change you're making. The difference is half the change. So if I'm going to 1, you're drawing out for your helping. Well, the factor seems to be in a range. It's 0.85 times. Why is it 85%? And then 10. No, at 10, no, it's a different factor. I'm confused. Because it's not 10 times this number. But also it's very suspicious that the extent is also growing. So something's wrong. 4.5? Something's wrong with the math. To set up the bound. I blindly trusted autocomplete and now I'm paying the price of it. You went from 1 to 10, difference of 9. Oh, I see. 9, half of 9 is 4.5. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. (5.3 minus). Okay. Now the question is why? Because that is not the intent. So getting the renderer and then encapsulate it. Let's look up what encapsulates do. Min max point. Oh, I can debug it. That's gonna be useful. I can do the vertical edge, I guess. Corners. Corners, is it from the bound? Oh, it's a min max. Okay, I see. Draw bounds. Maybe I'll just copy that, you know? I don't have to make it complicated. Just copy this thing and draw the bounds. And a color, sure, green is fine. Second log file. Okay. Does that work? It's not drawing it. Because this would be for 1 frame. Yeah, it's gonna draw it for 1 frame. So I need to draw it every frame. That means I need to add a new function. Wizard update. And draw bounds. I guess I can set up bound always? I mean, sure. Set up bounds always if the target is not null, because otherwise it will explode. Okay. Let's try this. It drew for like 1 frame and then it stopped. What happened? Why is it not drawing anymore? Keep doing it. Target is not null. Yeah. Set up bounds. Yeah, why is it not? Why does it not continue to do that? I saw it for 1 second. Okay, maybe what I'll do is I'll make another script, attach it, just to help myself. Just, I don't know, something like this. It's compiling. Come on. Okay. Mono behavior is fine. I just want something to run in editor. How was the thing? There's a run in editor function. Run in editor. Execute in edit mode. Okay. Why is there? Okay, that's fine. It is fine. Okay, now I have a thing, an update. Just so things don't explode, I'll have a boolean. Sure, show gizmos. If show gizmos, false by default, please. And then let's copy. Why is it a separate one? Anyway, okay. Of this. Draw bounds. Let's also give it not a quad tree. I don't want to build a quad tree. What is it doing? Game object target. And target is not null. No, I need to copy the setup bounds. Draw bounds, setup bounds. This works. Target. Color green. Okay, so this should help us figure out the math behind the bound calculation. Measure missing script, that's fine, don't really care. Target is itself. Okay, now if I turn this on, there we go. Okay, now we have this thing. We can see what's happening with this bound when I move it. Oh. There's something sticky to the bound in the middle. Interesting. Whoop. Well, just taking screenshot is easy, but I'm trying to make it so like if the avatar is not in the center, then the camera moves where it is automatically, right? Small things like that. that makes the quality of life of a screenshot system better. And the way I'm trying to figure out where the avatar is to use the bounding box. And I don't know why the bounding box is like this. There's an errand min-max somewhere. Maybe. It's not this cube, right? No. It should not be. Okay, let me add another part. For each renderer, if the renderer is visible, I'm not familiar with that function. But if it's not visible, skip. Also, what I was going to do is if it's not active, and continue. Are the bounds automatically calculated by Unity or something computed from a mesh? It's both. It's computed. Well, the original bounds, the mesh bound, is calculated from the mesh, but the one I'm using, I'm combining all the bounds to make one big box. Yeah, let's see. So it's not something that is invisible. It's not something that is turned off. If I turn off the body, and it's just the face, it still does that. If I turn off the face, and if I turn off everything, it's still the hair. Okay. If I turn off the hair, so the hair is the one that's having issues, I think. I think that's what's... No, maybe not. So this happens with the hair off, and also with the body off. And if there's nothing, then it's not rendered. But it's not individually any of these. Do you have the initial default box being union in the set? Maybe. Let's take a look. Setup bounds. So, you may be right. Because it's encapsulating, starting with the default bound. That's a really good point. That might be the issue. So I think I'll start with nothing. It's not nullable. Okay, now it's nullable. And then if it is null, then grab the first one and make a copy of it with the first bound. Sure. Hey Capri J, hello. How are you doing? Just trying to figure out math here. So if it starts null, if it's still null, do that. And okay. Let's start with something like this. If it's not null, then do this thing. Scott home, coding is great. Welcome home. If it's not null, then draw bounds. Dot value. Okay. A rule on backseating, I don't mind it. Especially when I get blocked like this, or like trying to figure it out, I'm open to it. Okay, now let's see. What happened? What? What happened to the bound? Okay, what am I doing? If it's not null, set up bounds. If the bound is not null, then get a value. Is there a better way? Has value? Yeah. If it has a value, draw the bounds. Probably do the check. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. So if things are visible, then if it's null, start with this. Otherwise, just encapsulate with the new one. Okay. Oh, right now it's doing just the face. Let's reset this. The big camera icon. Okay. Right now it's doing only the face. Oh, because it's start as wait no for each of them. If it's null, replace. Otherwise, just encapsulate with the new one. Why is it only doing the face then? Is my logic off here? Start with a null bound. Get the renderers. For each renderer, if it's visible, skip. If it's not active, skip. If the original bound is null, then sure, let's make it cleaner. If it's null, then replace, then start a new bound using the center of the current one and the size of the current one. Then it should not be null anymore, right? On the next loop. Well, it seems like it is. Can I just make the first bound? Either way, I could. Because it would re-encapsulate it anyway. Instead of creating the same one, creating a copy. No, because this would make it... I think it would modify the original bound. Because it's by reference. So it would modify the original bound when I do encapsulate. So I don't want to do that. I want to make a new one. Maybe this is what I need. Bounds. Oh, this is read-only. Okay. And instead of null, is has value. I think that might be what I need. Maybe. Noble object must have a value. Where is that? 38. Bound.value. Bounds is no. Oh, has value. Okay. when it doesn't have a value. I was flipping the logic. Okay, so now it's only doing the face again. But it doesn't have the issue of sticking to the 0, 0. So that was their issue. You were correct with that, so thank you for that. Now the issue I have, it's only taking the first renderer. Why? If it doesn't have a value, if bound is null, or it doesn't have a value. Oh, we should have a value after. And if it's null or it has a value. Or it doesn't have a value. Yeah, should be or here. But that's still not working. So it's not the logic here. Encapsulate. Render bound. And this one is outside of the loop. So it's not being reset every loop. It's returning this one. I could return the value directly. That way I don't have to worry about it outside. This is the first. I mean, I could also just keep it out here, so it's not set all the time. So I reset it. Is it auto encapsulating or is it being set? I think it's auto encapsulating, but I want to double check I want to verify by making sure the variable is not being reset in a weird way somehow. So set of bounds, set it to null, and then okay. So it is not being, because if let's say I unpack it, that way I can change order. Right now the face is in the middle, hairs is the last one. So it's taking the first one. And it's not encapsulating for some reason. So I'm encapsulating on the value. Is it destructive? Good question. Encapsulate. Bounds. There's also expand. Oh, by number. Not a lot of this information, huh? It grows a bound to include a point. A point or a bound? This is what we're using. Oh, I see what's happening. Oh, this is dumb. I think? No. Was I editing the wrong one? No, never mind. I was not. I thought I was editing the wrong file. Also, why is there 2 instances again? Let me just close this one and open it in the same place. Okay. So the debug. So I turned the bounds into a nullable variable, and value lets me read the value instead of a nullable variable because it cannot be null otherwise. But maybe this is the wrong one. If it's null, does not contain a definition. Yeah, because that's the nullable thing. I thought I understand it too, but I'm confused now. Because like this works. Interesting. At this point, I'm kind of just trying, and it worked. No, it doesn't work. Also, why is the first frame using the correct one? But so interesting. Let's see. So the encapsulate is not working because it's not. My guess is something about the nullable is making this weird. I mean, I guess one way to do it is like the more dumb way, not dumb, but like more naive. Just like loop through the renders, but skip the first one, right? Or don't even skip the first one. Just do all of them. What if I get rid of the value check? Let's try that. So the same. I think the has value is also a null check. So what I was thinking of, instead of doing this loop, I just, instead of using a nullable, I just set the first bound to the first renderer. Oh, I need to find the first renderer that is active though. But I cannot have an empty. Okay, if I cannot have an empty bound, what about I make a list of bounds? Right, the list is empty at first. Go through the list, ignore this one. And for now, just add everything that has this filter. Yeah, something weird is going on, but I don't have the brain power right now, or energy mostly, to solve it. So I'm gonna just build a new list that is all the correct ones. And then I can go through the list again. So now I can have a bound, or no bound, or something. Right. Started with the bound list. Bounds list 0. Okay. If it's not 0, if there's more than 1. If it's more than 0. Okay, so the final bound is a bound list. Start with this and then loop through all the bounds and encapsulate. And then return that bound, that final bound. For this return, I guess I can just, if I go outside of this, it's just gonna be a empty bound. And I don't need this. So this is basically the filter the bounds, and then throw the final bound. That way we avoid using the nullable stuff. And maybe that will fix it. Hey. That worked. So something weird was happening with the nullable. Maybe I'm not understanding the nullable as I thought I would. Something weird about the references with nullable. It's encapsulating was not being run on the correct thing, maybe a copy of a thing or something. In any case, it works now. And it doesn't stretch the weird bound. And if I scale it, it also works. And if I rotate it, I mean, I guess it works. Because the bounds don't rotate, it's just a box around the renderer. So that makes sense. Okay. Turn off this thing. And I guess I can copy this code back here. Target EM object. Okay. Now, this should work. Front, left, top. Capture. Well, the back I didn't do it. Okay, those look correct. Now, if I delete them, move the avatar, generate again, still correct. Okay, we got something now. And if we scale the avatar big, move it, again, capture, so good. And if we rotate it, the view are still absolute, so we're gonna get like a weird different angles from that. Okay, I am happy with this. One more test. Okay, let's reset the avatar. Loading point. Okay. Okay, nice. That works. Okay. Thanks for the help, by the way. It's nice to bounce thoughts, debug this kind of thing. Okay, so the bounding works. Pair programming, basically, yeah. I'll be the next feature. So I got the centering and the bounding box working. I guess I can add some more options, like the resolution of the camera, and then get some padding around, so like we can set up like a padding. And padding, yeah, You want to zoom out low so that stuff in the front center doesn't get cut off. Yeah. Yeah. I want to do that. I'll add them as so padding. What kind of unit would I use here? Because it wouldn't be pixels. It's camera's size value percent. Maybe? Actually, I'm curious about what is the ending size value. I don't need this debug thing anymore. Not in here, at least. Grow final bound. Render texture and the camera setup. Okay. Size. I'm curious, what kind of number do I get here? Size. Yeah, what kind of number do I get? .85. Is that the size of the avatar? .85. Nope. So it's not in meters of the size of avatar. Yeah, what's the camera size set with? Properties, orthographic size. It's a half size when in orthographic mode. The height of the viewing volume is size times 2. So it's the half size. So is that twice? Is the size of the avatar? Oh, it is. Okay, so the size is in meter. Percent of maximum extent of bounding box, like 10% will push a camera 10% out, which will give 5% margin. Oh, this is orthographic, never mind. Yeah, this is orthographic. So it's in terms of avatar size. I guess I can keep it in meters. Yeah. And I'll add the padding value. Percent makes sense from user amount of margin relative to overall height. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, it's not a regular thing. So it will be adding percent. Let's see. Export setting, capture direction. Percent or ratio, whatever is the style. I'll keep it like this way for now. Float field. Is there a way to limit this or no? No, I don't want to limit it. It's fine. Yeah. And then padding percent is just gonna be a could just multiply it. So at 1, it doesn't change anything. Yeah. So at 1, uses the full avatar. At 1.1, it'll give it a little bit of space. No? What is this? Let's call apply revert GUI to avoid unexpected behavior. Oh, for textures. Is it because I have it selected? No. Max times orthographic size. Well, let's debug again. What is the number here? It is smaller or bigger, but the picture is not updating as I expected. Oh, it's not capturing. Oh. I forgot to tick one box. Okay. It was working. So if I do it like 2 times. Yeah. Okay, that works. So that works. Another feature is, I guess, the skybox, if I want to capture it or not. Include skybox. And I think this I could call this like other settings. Capture settings. Perfect. And include skybox would be a camera setting. Pretty sure there's a thing for that. Cool. Can I just assume this works? Because maybe that just works. Include skybox. Is that a flag? Might be. Oh yeah, cameras use bit flag for that. Calling mask. There's also a clear flag. Oh, I think I will just use a clear flag. Solid color. Yeah, and then I can add a background color. Background color. Color field. Okay. That should work. Let's clear this. So right now we include the skybox and test. We got this. Don't include the skybox. Okay. I think, why is it blue though? Interesting. Oh, I'm not setting the color. I'm saving it, but I did not set it. Where is it? Set up camera. Here. Camera background color equal with background color. Okay. Have a good night. See you around. Have a good one, Capri. Thank you for hanging out. It's not doing it. Background color. Solid color. Clear with background color. Background color. Why is it not working? Oh. I keep forgetting this. Maybe I should include at least the front one on by default. Yeah, and then if I just do transparent. Now the question is that transparent? It is. Okay. So that works. Background color includes skybox. And if I include a skybox on top of a color, we should just ignore that. Yeah. Even if it's not transparent. Yeah. Okay. Nice. That works. You work fast. Thank you. It's with help, I guess. Chat's help and having clear requirements also help. Nagia did a nice job giving me the requirements. Okay, now let's see. We're playing. Yeah, I guess I can expose those as well. And autocomplete has been really very helpful. Near clip plane far clip plane. Oh, not here. Near clip plane, far clip plane, and also add that to the camera. And camera here. Okay, so clip plane is done. What else did she need? Was the clip plane needed? In case the avatar has something weird that is very far, or in case it's not an avatar, I guess is more useful. And it's too close to the camera or too far to the camera, that kind of thing. So, for example, with this camera, just for showing. The near plane, if I put it really low or really high, like it can clip into the avatar. And same thing for the far clip plane, which is the back. Well, the back is less important, I guess. But if it's too low, it can have things. It can cut it. And normally these values should be good, right? But it's possible maybe in some case where someone has a really weird avatar and they don't want to show something in the back, wings or something. I don't know. It's just there as an option. I don't imagine people will touch it that much, but it's there. Yeah. Like by default, it's at 50 meters on the back and in the front, so it's not too bad. But in case it's for someone they need something more specific, it's there. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, the other one is to capture while in play mode and using animations. But that's a little bit more complex. Let me think. So starting play mode should be simple, but forcing an animation. Let's see. Prepare runtime capture. I guess another thing I could do is add an exclude list of renderers. Maybe something like that. I think that would be good to have. Like in case there's some that the avatar has some renderers that the user doesn't want to render into the screenshot, they can exclude that. I think I'll do that first. Just because it's easier. So let's see, how should I do this? Private render exclude list. Exclude list. And then I can put it here. Object field. Deprecated. Huh? Object field, object. Okay. Is there something for array? Actually, that's something I don't know. How to render an array. Fade group, horizontal, toggle group, vertical, color, curve, delayed. Interesting. Double field, fade group, enum, pop up, fold out, slider, property, rectangle, selectable, space, toggle. Oh, rendering layer mask. Interesting. Okay, don't need this. Don't need this. Property field. Include children. What does this do? Terrace property. Find property. Allow scene objects. Object type. Target being edited. Option. Nah. Object field type params. Okay. Let me do some more research. You gotta get up early. Have a great time. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out and your help in pair programming this. Have a good one. Render for array of objects. Okay, let's see. Sounds like you need to assign true to include children to the property field. property field. What is happening here? Need a property. Serialized property. Maybe, but maybe not. Serialized property. I don't know if this is what I want to use. Add array objects in scriptable wizard. Let's see, what does it say? So make a new class. Oh, use a scriptable object. And then have a data container that has a list. And let's see. Oh, it's getting late. Almost 3 hours. Okay, I'll add this later then. And I'll probably end here. Well, thank you all for hanging out. That was nice. Made a lot of progress here. Alright, well, congrats to Al for being first. Thank you, Daz, for the raid again. And Alistair for the most points spent today. Next week, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream. I'll be in the middle of a move. So we'll have to see. You don't want to miss any of my my streams or other announcements. Make sure to check out my socials. Either you can follow my Blue Sky or Twitter, or you can join the Discord. That's where I'm the most active. If you want to find any of my other projects, you can go to dbqt.net. Other than that, stay around. I'll look for someone to raid. Let's see. Have a good rest of my day. Thank you, Sergcar. You too. Ooh. Let's see. I'm thinking between few options. I'll send you all towards an artist that did some art for me. Actually, this one that is in the background. This art was made by an artist that I commissioned. So let's head over that artist. He's streaming right now, and that would be nice. Okay, well, I'll see you all in the near future. Like I said, if you don't want to miss anything, join the Discord. That's where I'm the most active. Thank you again for hanging out with me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.